Half the squad's still up and running.
So, first off, what I want to mention is I've never made a guide on YouTube before, so bear with me. If my guide isn't helpful enough, you guys can go check out Jay's channel, which I'll leave in the description. He's the founder of the tech. And I'll leave a link to Grug's double wall bounce video and Eskija's double wall bounce video. So, all you need to know to this tech is there's two variations. One is where you get height of the second wall bounce, and the other one is where you don't get height of the second wall bounce. So first I'll go over the variation where you don't get height, and then I'll go over the variation with the height. So all you need to know is you need to basically wall jump at a point in the wall that is below the floor you're standing on. So for example, it'd be like down here somewhere. So if I would slide jump and wall jump there, see I barely got height. So what you can do with this is you can just interact with the wall 2 times, and yeah, that is like the small wall bounce that's like the variation without the height. So now I'll show you guys the variation with the height. It's a bit more complex. There's 3 things you guys need to know. So first is how climbing works in general. 2 is how to change your climb height purposefully, and 3 is how to get a wall bounce out of your changed climb height. So normally on a climb, when you're on the floor, the floor is the lowest climb height, like the lowest point in your climb. When you climb up, it throws you off eventually. That's your highest climb height, and I can barely see the floor from up here, like when I get launched up. So now let's see what happens if we, for example, fall from up here and then climb up. As you guys just saw, I basically almost fell to the ground, and I still only went as high as if I would have climbed from down there. Even though I'm on a higher floor and I can climb way higher and it throws me off way higher, I still only went about this high. And that's because when you climb from down here and from up there, or like when you fall down and then try and climb again, the floor down there is your lowest climb height. So now we'll go over how to change your climb height purposefully. So the way you change it is you basically need to interact with the wall, you need to touch the wall, and then you need to like basically either, I don't know, do a small wall bounce off the wall, or like just look away from the wall, or just crouch to cancel your climb. And then you need to need to try and climb the wall again. As you can see, the point that I touched is my highest climb height now. I'll show you, for example, with the 2 small wall bounces. See, I wall bounce here and I try and climb up, but I can't because I touched the wall somewhere over there, and that's my highest point in the climb now. And usually when you climb, your wall bounce area is like down here or somewhere where you're standing, and your highest point would be like up here, for example, like this high. So with your wall bounce side, you can do fatigue bounces, you can do your coyote wall bounces, for example, or just a normal slide jump wall bounce. So now I'm gonna demonstrate, like for example, now when you touch the wall, right? For example, I'll touch the wall right there, that's my highest point in the climb. So it means my wall bounce area is like down there somewhere. So I'm gonna demonstrate. Yeah, that's basically a double wall bounce. And now you can get a bit more complex with it. For example, you can implement a wall run. Instead of like a small wall bounce, you can do a wall run to get a bit further. like in this clip I'm gonna show. All you need to know is when you do the wall run, you must touch the wall that at a spot that's below the floor you're standing on. And also if you go up only a little bit, you'll still get a normal wall bounce out of it. So you don't want that. And what you can do as well is, you can do basically what I call triple wall bounce. You can just touch the wall twice and then get height of the third wall bounce. Like you can do 2 small wall bounces and then you can get height of your third wall bounce. I have a clip of this which I'll pull up right now. And yeah, and I even showed how far I went. And that's basically the wall bounce. And while I was practicing it, I found two things out. One, I found like I wouldn't really call it a movement tech, right? But like I've never seen anyone mention it really. So what you have to do for it is you need to jump again and touch the walls at a point that's below, where you're standing. And then you need to like simply just climb up. And as soon as you start going up, you can like, as you saw, I got height off of it. And that's what I also like doing personally when I do a double wall bounce. I like to touch the wall, right? And then climb a little bit. So like I'm guaranteed to get height off of it. Because like when I touch the wall for the second time, I go down. And then like when I hold, as you saw, see I just got height off of it. And the second thing that I found out is, for example, when you wall bounce, like normally when you do a slide jump in the wall bounce, you don't have a highest point in your climb anymore, or a lowest point in your climb, and you also don't have a wall bounce area. So what this means is, for example, when I wall bounce and I touch like up here on this wall, I can, that would be like my highest point now. So I'll demonstrate. Yeah, as you guys saw, touch right there where I shot, as you saw my bullet holes as well. I touched the wall, I went like down here, and I climbed back up again. So it means, when I touch the wall up there, I can do a wall bounce like down here again. So I'll show. As you guys saw, yeah, even where the bullet holes were, that's why I wall bounced, and as you guys saw, I got height off of it. And what I also forgot to mention was I'm on console, so I can't really tap strafe. Otherwise I would have like way more spots probably. Because with tap strafing you can get way more creative. And yeah, that was the double wall bounce guide. Hopefully it helped. And well, yeah, if it didn't, you can check out the guys that I mentioned at the start. I'll put up some more clips right now, so you guys can see like more spots that I found out. So one of my friends actually found this spot.
First blood.